Welcome everybody. My name is Margot Wijnen.
And my name is Ernst ten Heuvelhof. We are both professors at the Faculty of Technology, Policy and Management at Delft University of Technology in the Netherlands, and we are scientific co-directors of the Next Generation Infrastructures Network. In our research and education, we focus on how infrastructures evolve and how the behavior of infrastructures emerges over time. In doing so, we look at infrastructures from both a technical and a social perspective. We are delighted that you have signed up for this course. There are quite a number of teachers involved in this MOOC, but we will be your anchors. From a technical perspective, technological advances can, for instance, bring improved operation of infrastructures or enable new services to be developed. From a social perspective, we analyze the many actors involved: consumers, producing companies, operators, governments, and so on. Furthermore, we look at these actors and infrastructures on a local, regional, national, and a transnational level, and we analyze the diverging interests that occur between actors at different levels.
In this web lecture, we will explain what you will learn during this course. Infrastructures provide critical services, such as the transportation of people and goods, the provision of energy, water and sanitation, and telecommunication and information services. We say critical services because these infrastructure systems form the very backbone of our society. They create the conditions for livability and economic development. Imagine how your life would be without electricity to power the devices you use at home and in the office, without safe and reliable drinking water, without cars, trains and air traffic, without your mobile phone and without internet access. However, for many people around the world, access to high-quality infrastructure services is not a given. They are daily struggling to collect water and firewood. While there is a moral imperative to ensure reliable and affordable infrastructure services for all, the world population is still growing and natural resources are becoming increasingly strained, all adding to the challenge. And, last but not least, the challenge is aggravated by the increasing complexity of today's infrastructure systems. The complexity of infrastructures results in emergent system behavior. That is behavior that we cannot predict from our understanding of the system components. Many causes are at play in causing this complexity. Aging of infrastructure components is just one of them. Technological innovation is another cause of increasing complexity. In many infrastructure systems, we see many innovations at the same time, occurring at various speeds, at various places, and at various levels. Furthermore, we see changing demand patterns, for example, due to population growth in urban areas, and increasing welfare, giving people access to a wider range of infrastructure services. Another example of how the complexity of infrastructures is increasing is multifunctionality, which is a term we use for infrastructures which provide a range of services. At the same time, infrastructures are becoming more and more interconnected and interdependent across infrastructure sectors.
Securing the availability, accessibility, affordability and acceptability of infrastructures will therefore lead to new governance challenges. To give you two examples, by the year 2030, 60% of the world population will live in urban areas. The density of urban populations creates huge sustainability challenges and creates an urgency to find smarter and more effective ways to reduce energy consumption, traffic congestion, carbon dioxide emissions, etc. To cope with these challenges, new technologies and modes of governance have to be developed that provide comprehensive solutions. Another example of the growing complexity of infrastructures is that in many places, consumers of electricity also start to produce electricity. Households and small businesses install solar panels on their rooftops or operate small-scale wind turbines. At times of excess supply, they feed power into the grid. This change in the use of the electricity infrastructure has far-reaching implications in terms of balancing supply and demand, the price of electricity and the debate around the potential need for smart meters and storage of electricity in the next generation electricity infrastructure. While addressing the issues mentioned and more, during this course you will learn three things. You will learn to understand why infrastructures are getting more complex from various perspectives. And you will learn to understand what the driving forces are behind these developments. And you will learn how to cope with the growing complexity of infrastructures. We will make you familiar with the complex adaptive systems approach. During the course, you will apply this to your own case study, which you can discuss with your other students.
Finally, a warning. After this course, you will no longer be afraid of the complexity encountered in infrastructures, but instead you will embrace it. Please have a look in the syllabus for more detailed information about the course content. On the website you can find detailed instructions how to upload the assignments and share case studies and news items. Enjoy the course, have fun, and join us in our quest to understand and shape next generation infrastructures.